The question is, can you produce crops and do them sustainably using less pesticides, less herbicides, less fungicides, and improve soil quality, and at the same time be productive in the area of agriculture? I think you can do that. I think it takes adherence to modern agriculture practices, which younger farmers are very much engaged in. I think it also takes a commitment to agriculture research to allow us to produce crops more efficiently with lower uses of pesticides and herbicides so they don't leach into the water supplies. Water is a gigantic challenge in the U.S. and the developing world as well. And I've read some about the conflicts between the urban areas and the rural areas, which is not limited to Iowa. It's
correct.
And it's a lot of different places in the country. But I do think this is a solvable problem myself.
Yeah, if I were to ask you to envision agriculture in the future, I think 20 years from now or even 10 years from now, we'll look back and we'll look at our agricultural practices today and we'll ask ourselves, why did we do that? You know, you see the sprayers out in the field, you see the airplanes flying through the air, and all of a sudden they're dropping whatever they're dropping onto the fields. I think we are working our way to a day where science is going to help us solve these problems. It's going to be better equipment, more targeted application. So instead of this broad application of pesticide or herbicide or whatever, I think you're going to have the ability with better equipment, better sensing technology, et cetera, to literally drop that right where it's needed.
If I just
and that'll make a difference.
One thing, if I can. So this is an area where the general public often has views and thoughts that may not be necessarily consistent with production agriculture, and you see some of those battles being fought. And you know, more and more the general consumer, with the use of his or her smartphone and ability to communicate, is much more empowered on these issues than you used to see. And that's why it's good to see the seed sector and chemical sectors and the food industry beginning to respond to this by saying, you know, the public wants safe land, safe soil, cleaner water, those kinds of things. Those are factors that we didn't see 20 and 30 and 40 years ago like we do today.